are you? It's been some time since going to visit, or wherever I visited, while in Mexico, under some very large amounts of DMT. The integration has been incredible. Has been tough. Faced with oneself to then try to integrate that into everyday life. It's perpetuated, it's pushed against, it's subconsciously discouraged for us not to do better, for us to repeat the same cycles over and over and over again, generation after generation, with new substance, new fight, but essentially to pick up the polarized arguments given to us by those that are in control, the few over the many. We now can see what has been done by these so-called elites. How for arguably thousands of years, they have swayed our minds, pushed the balance of resources, manipulated the world as they please, and now pushing us to disconnect from those we love most over simple disagreements. The reality is we need more in this world. We need to reconnect. We need to fight back, but not in these fashions that have been supplied to us of just arguing and screaming in the streets, of picking up supplied arguments that push us to fight for freedom of choice and then dictate what choices others should make. To be lost and polarized, to not take time to focus on ourselves and how we are reacting and responding to the world around us at large and small and everyday and everything in between. Something has to change. That has been most evident over the past couple of years. We have to do better for ourselves as individuals and our community as a whole, for ourselves as individuals. We see now there is so much more to this world, that there is energy and fields and now quantifiable science behind a lot of incredible spirituality that has come in so many different forms, fashions, and ways to describe and follow and celebrate. That there are fundamental metaphors and principles that follow through all of it. That these ways of life and this practice, not just in talked about understanding, but deep, visceral acceptance and practice and application and integration. And a lot of this has been pushed away and incited and manipulated, so we almost grasp the point but just miss it. Things like it is what it is being used now in forms of avoidance instead of final acceptance. We need to do better. We can do better. We need to start practicing what we preach. And to do that, we must look at ourselves and heal. Not just the things that we've been through, but the things that our parents have been through and generations before them have been through. And that multi-generational trauma where we need to fit in, we need validation, we need these things instead of simply desiring them. Temperance, if you will, in all things. Enlightenment, as some might call it, is attainable. And it's not about being at a certain level, but within a certain range, and bringing that range and only ever dipping here and there. finding your ways and practices to this. It's capable within us all. It's time we do better and even challenge our good stuff with additional logic and expand these wonderful principles. It is what it is, it will be what it will be, and it can be so much more. Being specific but not getting caught up in specificity. The arts of allowing, the law of attraction with the art of allowing and interlacing this with the fundamentals of acceptance. We know all about the law of attraction, the art of allowing, but there's more, and there always will be more, because we are at the forefront of expansion, of creation, of our own worlds and our universes that we all share together yet experience individually. And it's giving space for that individual experience that is going to change this world, restructuring the way that we profit share and balance, and no longer make money off the backs of people, but make money with people. Business owners and all of that can still have, the elites, you can still have your front run, but no longer such a great gap by performance enhancements in the race, simply known as laws and regulations that keep everybody down and fighting each other for the few resources that we are given when abundance and more than enough is there for everyone. We need to do better. But most of all, we need to say no more. That we will come together. That we are stronger together, united. That we can share with each other to show what is actually possible when our communities come together. We don't need them, they need us. That is the truth. They know it. That's why they're scrambling and putting down and pushing back, because they're scared. We needed a reset under their standards, because we were getting there. We were calling for more. Don't let them get us to forget that we were starting to find understanding in our differences, in our individuality. Don't let them reset us back to just wanting the same old status quo. Put your desires out there. Dream more. You can have more. Don't fall wayside to the excuses. Do better. Be better. Heal. And experience the joys in life. No longer do we have to suffer our successes, but relish in them. Celebrate them. We can have more for ourselves, for each other. We just have to remove the greed, the entitlement. Got a lot of projects about to kick underway, and as they get going, I'm going to drop them. But for now, I want to reach out and encourage. I have found a path that I have been avoiding. More so, this path has found me. And there are paths waiting for all of us if you're willing to accept everything the universe has to give and say, this is how I want to see it. And to be founded and present within everything that you do. What comes from that? No fear, presence, determination, self-value, self-worth. When you put all of these things together, nothing can stop you, not even these elites. Not this world and this system that said you weren't enough. You know you're enough. Be enough. Be present. Do not be scared. Do not falter. Carve that life that you want for yourself, no matter what. And don't stand in the way of another doing this. There are many ways to get here. Those that have been following in the other social media platforms know I've been through the ringer to come here and say, I am joyful, I am happy, I will never be broken because only I can break myself. Taking that personal responsibility, never putting it outside. This is where we start, and if we all do this together, the world that is on the other side, it's utopia. I'm here to say I am ready to help. I am answering the call of Source, of God, of our collective psychology, whatever you need to understand. I have learned and challenged and come back through the most incredible hardships to just say, so what? I just decide to create my own joy anyways and not get caught up in all of it. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes help. Trust me, I've had my help along the way. I'm here to help and facilitate in conversations. You'll see more content drop in the following months as I structure this and coordinate it. What has been given to me now to be given out to the rest. The fundamentals of acceptance. The gift that has been given to me that I want to give to everyone else. Whether it be through a simple drop of a good note, a course online, one-on-one, or even wonderful one-on-one psychedelic journeys that I do offer to guide you through to those deeper spaces, to expand and explode the wonders of the consciousness that we have been granted, that has been locked away from us by our conditioning as we are raised in this world, by everything from a quick media blip to the Disney and the videos and shows that we were raised on. But it's time to come together. It's time to expand our minds, and it's time to push and fight back in the best way possible that cannot be pushed against, which is simply living our lives within the abundance that we know we deserve and we already have, even if you don't seem to have the tangible abundance of this world. If you believe that you have it and you see that you have it and that you are entitled to it, it will come. Because from that place you will then create it. That is the art of allowing. It's not just stepping back and waiting, but stepping back, waiting in your actions. And it's through the acceptance of yourself and where you have been going wrong and where you have not been showing up properly, coordinatedly, acceptingly, lovingly of yourself and what you desire. It's simple. Accept. Accept, accept, accept this place and where you have been. For in that acceptance, you will see where you can go, how to get there, and the simple steps you must take now to make that quantum leaps for tomorrow. The knowledge is out there. It is vast, it is expansive, and it comes in 1,000, tens, billions, not just thousands of ways. The question is, are you listening? Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to get ready to listen? What are you waiting for? The time is now. Whether you do it for yourself, with another, or with a community, find your space, find your healing, find your inspiration, and just go. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't let any determinations hold you back. Don't let any specificities hold you back while you set them out there. And see that Source will listen. It won't be so specific because Source knows. Source will grant your list and more. Just believe. Believe in yourselves. Believe in this world and love and more. And that you do have the power to create your own future, your own fight, no matter how much influence is coming down to just have you as a worker, as a mental slave, as wanting more but never making those actions to create more for yourself. Stay tuned. There's going to be lots to come. This is just the beginning and introduction to the fundamentals of acceptance. See you all soon. Love you very much. Namaste.